Hey, 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 gorgeous souls. Welcome to another juicy, joyful, and joy-fueled episode of Live Your Best Laugh. I have got an absolute belter for you today because we're going to be doing some laughter yoga exercises with World Laughter Day right round the corner, happening on the 3rd of May. I felt it would be remiss of me not to dedicate a whole episode to experiencing some laughter yoga and actually feeling the shift in your body and really noticing all the juicy benefits that it delivers. So, if you've been connected with me for a while, if you've been listening to this for a while, you'll know that I am super passionate about laughter yoga and using the power of laughter as a tool for remembering just how powerful you are. It's the vessel that kind of brings you home to yourself, if you like. It's a celebration of who you are and an opportunity to just shift those layers, like chuck the layers off and let your true self emerge. It is something that I discovered in 2018. So, gosh, 8 years ago now. And honestly, it was like this full body awakening. So, it is my absolute privilege to share laughter yoga with as many people as possible from the fields of Glastonbury to corporate offices, to schools and beyond. I have kind of taken laughter yoga wherever I can share it. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful wellness tool for you to add into your toolkit because there's like literally a ton of physical, mental, and emotional benefits, which I will talk about as we journey through this episode. So, buckle up, we're gonna dive in. Before we get going with the laughter exercises I'm going to share, we're just going to run through three super easy, super impactful and just really beautiful exercises. So before we dive into these, I would love you to just check in with yourself in a number. So I so often use this as a tool to help my clients just work out where they are energetically. So let's have 10 has been, yay, I'm totally here and feeling all the good feels. And 0 is like, whoa, just not feeling it today, right? And whatever number comes up for you, like no judgment, no judgment ever about how you are feeling. It's about awareness and acknowledgement. And then, what do I get to do about it? So notice where your number's at as we start. And invite a curious question throughout as to where it is as we perform some laughter yoga and just notice what laughter can do in such a really short period of time. This is why it's a game changer and so vital for you to have in your toolkit. So, we're going to start with some laughter breaths. I have wired my brain. This is what's amazing about our brain. With neuroplasticity, we get to rewire our thoughts and beliefs and behaviors. And so I have wired my brain that as soon as I start talking about the exercises or say one of the names, I just, because I'm talking now, I just the feels come, right? I get the laughter, and my body is already doing some of that brilliant work of releasing my happy hormones, my endorphins. So it's such a great thing to have as a repetitive practice because you will rewire how you feel about the world around you. Okay, so we're going to do some laughter breaths. If you've listened to an episode before, you know that I always invite my guests to do some laughter breaths. So this time we're going to work through them together. So we're going to breathe in through our noses, exhale out through the mouth, and we're going to do that 3 times. So let's take a big breath in, breathing in, and then big, juicy exhale with laughter. Let's go again. Big breath in. Big juicy exhale with laughter. Let's go again. Big breath in. And big juicy exhale with laughter. Beautiful. Like, just notice where your number's at now. Just feel your energy. So, like, I can feel a fizziness, I can feel a lightness. I feel like a feeling of excitement, the buzz, like the kind of like the what's next. We're gonna do some laughter claps in between each exercise. So I'll talk you through it first. So you clap your hands together with very good, very good. And then your arms go out up to the ceiling or to the sides with a yay. So let's go. Very good, very good. Yay! Amazing. Now we're going to do a great exercise called mental floss. So, if you're listening on audio, not on YouTube, I'm going to walk you through what this looks like. I've shared this on radio. I've shared this way back when Clubhouse existed. Remember that? That mad phase that happened. So it absolutely works on audio. Also great visually. So I want you to imagine you've got a bit of floss for your brain. So, like dental floss, right? However, it's going to be for your brain. So, you've got your hands holding up either side of your ears, and you're going to pull them one way and then another way, and then another way. Imagine the floss is going between your ears. And basically, what you're going to do is you're going to floss out and release anything that's not supporting you. So, whether that's some stress, some anxiety, something you've been procrastinating about, just anything that feels like a bit overwhelming and not good in your body. So, we're going to put that to laughter. But remember, you're flossing out between your ears. Very good. Very good. Yay! Beautiful. Right, just notice. Notice how you're feeling now. We've done some laughter breaths, done a laughter clap each time, and we've done mental floss to like just send the signals to our brain that we are done with that thing that we're overthinking and that isn't really doing us any good at all. It's been a constant loop, and we're like releasing, releasing, releasing. Notice how you feel. Check in with your number. Even if your number's just gone up by like 0.5, right? Often it goes up like much more than that. But even if it's just that little bit, because maybe you're having a day that feels a lot, like recognize that you are taking control of how you get to feel through your intentional activity. Okay, so the last exercise I'm going to share is a laughter hug. But before I do that, I just want to talk you through some of the whys because what I've really learned myself in my 8 years of practice and in the years of delivering to thousands of people, whether it's online or in person, at festivals or in a corporate setting or one to one, in whatever way that it is, what's been really key for me is explaining that it goes way beyond just laughing. And I'm putting that in inverted commas for sure, because like from doing the couple of exercises, you've probably started to notice a shift in yourself energetically. And what's happening is you are getting out of your headspace and into your body. You're doing an embodied practice. And when we have practices which help us get physically into our body, into our heart space, we are living in the here and now. We're not replaying something that happened. We're not like forward facing and looking at what might happen and catastrophizing and all the things that can happen in our humanness, our loving humanness, right? Meet it with love always. What we're doing is we're getting in the here and now. We're bringing ourselves to present moment awareness. So we're using laughter as the vessel, the tool, if you like. It's like the gateway, the portal, but actually it's a absolute remembering of who you are. So instead of caught up in the doubter, the overthinker, the the confusion of like what's next, the things that we so easily do in our humanness, we come to like a space of focus and clarity and ease because we're back in our grounded wisdom. We're back in our body. So through a laughter practice, like physically, what's happening is we are releasing our endorphins. I mentioned those before. They are like our happy hormones, right? They're dancing around our body. And they release when we lower our stress hormone, cortisol, right? So it just acts as this really beautiful release and it brings us into like a lighter mood, So we are more available to what it is that we want. It boosts our immune system, right? It helps us fight illness. It is like the British Heart Foundation are absolute advocates for laughing every day. And it's no surprise that they're like that because actually it supports our heart health. It improves circulation, right? Through the laughter and the breath, we're having this mini workout in our lungs, right? The more we focus on deep breathing, the more we are oxygenating our blood and giving ourselves what we need. Which helps us like release any physical tension, which relaxes our muscles, and in turn, like can really help us like reduce pain and also increase our pain tolerance. Can also have a really brilliant effect on sleep. So, like, there's so many physical benefits. It's like a workout without having to put on like the kit, right? Like you don't have to put on your trainers, it's like mental internal jogging through doing this, right? And there's a ton of mental health benefits as well. Reduces anxiety and overwhelm, like I've been speaking about before. It helps us like look at things differently. It like honestly, laughter becomes your life force, right? It's a lifestyle, it's a way of being. So it helps you clear like that mental fog, even. I was going to say blindness, like the blindness, when we feel in that space of like, I just can't see, I just can't think. So it really helps shift that and brings us into clarity, ease, focus. Brilliant for resilience building through times of adversity and difficult periods of our lives that we all experience, right? Life is not linear, as I always say. It is a roller coaster of bumps and hills and mountains, right? Of all levels. So it really helps us navigate stuff like that and helps us be more in the here and now, like breaking the spirals, helping us feel present, grounded, like regulated in a way that supports us, giving ourselves that opportunity to reset our nervous system. So we come back to who we are. And it gives us that space to, yeah, like just be, and respond to where we're at in a completely different way. So we're going to have a little laughter hug, and I would love you to, yeah, just really bring your willingness to like meet yourself where you're at and wherever you're at in your number, your energy, your overall emotional well-being. Like, trust the process, trust yourself. Like, this is what it really delivers. It brings you back to that space of knowing who you are so you can trust and validate yourself instead of outsourcing and seeking externally. So, even just giving yourself a hug now. So, just give yourself a gentle squeeze. Oh, just feel that connection. It's so beautiful, it's so powerful, and it's such a reminder of your inner power, right? Like it's always there, we just forget. And this is why I always advocate, this is about a remembering, not like a bettering. So many people teach like finding this better version of yourself, and I just call bullshit on that because I just think it makes us feel not enough, right? It makes us feel that like who we are like needs to be better and different and all the things. And I'm like, no, you arrived complete, you arrived whole. This is about a remembering. So celebrate who you are right now. And what we're going to do along with this hug is we are just going to give ourselves a beautiful dose of hearty laughter with it. Very good. Very good. Yay! Very good. Very good. Yay! Very good. Very good. Yay! Let's take a beautiful deep breath in through our noses, breathing in joy, and a beautiful exhale. And again, big breath in of joy and a juicy exhale. And one more time, big juicy breath in of joy. And the most delightful, delicious exhale. Oh, how does that feel? I invite you just to take a moment to check in with yourself. Like I've got a fizziness in my fingertips. I've got, like this beautiful kind of easeful flow in my body. I feel more fluid. Like movement feels easier, even though I'm practicing this sitting down, and all of these you can do moving around, standing, sitting down, whatever feels good for your body, and whatever feels available to you. But my body has started to sway and move. And this is the thing, like the emotional benefits are huge. It lifts your mood super quickly. Like, what's your number now? Like, how much has it shifted, right? It quickly helps us release stuck emotions. It brings in joy and playfulness and fun, right? This has been fun, and this has been about just allowing that like inner child to come out and play and feel free and released. It invites in like that realness of who you are. Maybe that person that sometimes feels a bit hidden and like they, are too much or not enough and can't show themselves. Like bringing in joy and playfulness, like it really just it allows. and it invites acceptance, self-acceptance, right? Helps you build your confidence, your self-belief, your self-expression. Um, it gives lightness, like hopefulness. It, it's I've had such a healing, cathartic journey with laughter yoga. And that's why I always encourage people to not be dismissive of it being just a bit of a giggle or a bit of a laugh, because it goes way deeper. It supports emotional healing. It brings in feelings of optimism, hope, and that joy is still available even on the hard days. That has been my absolute lived experience, that even through grief, like dark times of grief, laughter has been there to support me, to save me, and to, yeah, guide me through the tough moments, you know yeah. I would love you to, once this episode is finished, just spend a little bit of time reflecting on what going through those exercises meant to you, how it made you feel, and reflect on, like, perhaps the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings that came up, and reflect on what I shared and maybe what shifted in terms of your understanding and your knowledge and your awareness around it. You know, I love to share this, whether it's like one on one or one with like hundreds, okay? Because it is just such a powerful wellness tool. What I particularly love about it practicing as a group thing is it is so good for social bonding. When we practice together, we're releasing the hormone oxytocin, which is the hormone of connection and love and social bonding. So it is incredible for us all to feed off each other's energy. I talk about this a lot in my shared in-person and online experiences. Like, we will feed off each other. So it is so good to put yourself in spaces where you laugh collectively. It helps you build trust. It reduces feelings of loneliness and isolation, which I think many of us have experienced since COVID hit, particularly where a lot of us are, working more singularly and online and all the things. So I think things to combat loneliness are super, super important. Um, it's an opportunity for a shared, positive, uplifting experience. It helps us with communication, teamwork, collaboration, because we are all coming together as one. As I say in my shared experiences, you arrive as one, but as soon as you're there, you're a collective, right? It really breeds lightness and the reminder that together we are so much stronger, because we feel that support, we feel that inclusion, we feel that, that benefit of connection, community, and shared celebration. As I say, together we are so much stronger, and laughter acts as the glue that brings us together and yeah, helps us build community and build that connection that I think many of us are really desiring, and the reason why I love to bang on about laughter yoga and why laughter is so important and why it matters, like, it's free, it's innate, It's in us. We are born with laughter. Look at babies, look at kids, like they're in their laughter, in their joy. So it's accessible for all of us. It works super quickly. It is so impactful. You'll have noticed through doing this practice that like it's so quick to create the shift. It connects us. It is a body and mind workout. That is what's so powerful. It delivers mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. There is so much to be gained from it. And the biggest thing of it, if you're new and curious, is your body doesn't know the difference between real and actually created intentional laughter. It still gets the same benefits. So, actually, whether you start off with it not feeling fully like your own laughter, you will fall into your own laughter through this practice. And that is what is so brilliant about it. So, try these exercises again: laughter breaths, mental floss, laughter hug with very good yay. You can do them all three together or just do them as a one off, whatever feels really good. Bring in a joy breath at the end, like really intentionally breathing in joy. Do it for 7 days and notice how you feel. Notice a shift in your emotions. Notice the shift in your energy. Notice how more regulated you feel. Okay, it's powerful stuff and not to be underestimated in how it delivers. If you would love to experience a deeper journey with this, check out in the show notes where I am sharing at festivals and events throughout the year, and come and enjoy a live in person session. If that doesn't feel available to you, check out my new monthly offering, the Joy Reset, where I share laughter yoga and Reiki healing for 30 minutes a month for you to help create real-time shifts so you can powerfully show up in whatever you get to do next. Also, the link for that is in the show notes. Any questions, please do reach out and share whatever it is that's come up for you. And also, your experience. I would absolutely love to know how you found practicing laughter yoga, and perhaps like what the biggest surprise has been in what I've shared with the benefits, and maybe your biggest takeaway for yourself. All right, gorgeous soul, it has been amazing sharing this episode with you in honor of World Laughter Day, which, whether you're listening to it in real time or after, is always on the first Monday of, not the first Monday, the first Sunday in May every year, to help people realize that laughter is powerful. It is a vessel, the portal, the gateway for you to come home to yourself. Until the next time, darling one, sending you all the love.